And so if you're not in a hurry, you can get off the call now. But if you want to know how can somebody make a comment like that, let me tell you, and I don't know what the future is, and I'm going to be bold enough to tell you absolutely I don't know what the future is. I know that the sun rose in the east and sets in the west ever since I've been on this planet, and I think it's going to happen tomorrow, but I don't absolutely know that. So I'm going to tell you I don't know. And if somebody tells you, if your broker, your advisor, your planner tells you he knows, he's not telling you the truth. I'm going to be big enough to tell you I don't know, and I think he should too. But guys, here's the deal. I don't know the future, but I will tell you a little history story about the past. Last May, Lucian, you remember that we paid about 68/100ths of 1 penny for our cryptocurrency. And Mr. McKay just talked about July 4th of this year, we're going to get about the equivalent of 47 cents in today's money per coin. So, brother, that is about a 60-fold, 55, 60-fold, not percent, 60 times what we paid in 1 year. So here's my FYI if we're talking about ROI. You tell me the broker, planner, advisor, who, and Lucian, right now our coin, was it stumbling along at 6-7 cents? So we're up over 1,000% roughly, 1,000% in under 1 year. When you have something that has a yield of 1,000% in less than a year, then I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll do what you're doing. If we can agree that you should stop what you're doing and do what I'm doing, if we can tell you the basis. So what I want tonight is that I want you to know what we know so that you don't make a mistake and say no, okay? Because what we need to say is go, and here's why. This is the most unbelievable time and opportunity to say yes to Karat bars. And Lucian, we're going to find out some things this weekend about Karat bars that who knows how fired up we'll be on next Thursday's call. But the reason you should not say no to Karat bars is because we have some really big things that have some really huge concepts that have very direct fundamental reasons why this thing is going to be the absolute best thing that most of us have ever spent our time or resources putting our energies into. And so let's start at the start, because we have a KBC cryptocurrency coin, we have a KCB cryptocurrency coin, but let's start with the ABCs, Lucian. And so I've got a lot of people on my team, and I think I've got 7 CEOs on my team, a couple doctors, a couple of attorneys. One of my attorneys is actually flown from New York yesterday, is in Atlanta right now, and I want to give her a shout out. So we're going to hear from Miss Laura Rise on the stage this weekend, and she's going to talk about some of the opportunities coming with our Karat Bars organization and our team. But Laura, she's like George and Wheezy, Lucian. She used to work, you may have heard of her location, she used to work on Wall Street, and you may have even known the building. It's called the Trump Tower. And she was on the 55th floor. But Laura is like George and Wheezy. She's moved on up to the 85th floor of a little place called the World Trade Center. Laura can buy gold from hedge funds without leaving her building. But she doesn't buy gold from them. She buys gold from Karat bars. Laura has a SEC designation where she works with clients that have a net worth of more than $10 million. Let me say that again. High net worth individuals above $10 million. She's a Wall Street attorney. She's coming to Karat bars. She'll be on the stage this weekend, and you're going to get to hear what she's got to say. We have got Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, our CEO, who is a senator with the European Economic Development Network. Okay? Brother, we got 7 CEOs on our team. We got doctors, we got lawyers, we got attorneys. I want to ask you one question. How likely is it all of these people are wrong? What would be the mathematical odds of all these people? Now, let me tell you this. When you talk about the G word in financial services, then everybody clams up. But we're going to talk about it because you and I are not brokers. We're guys that are so thrilled with what we have put our money into that we can't keep it to ourselves anymore. So the G word is not gold. In this case, although gold has a lot to do with the G word is guarantee. And Mr. Seitz guaranteed us that our cryptocurrency, 100 coins of our cryptocurrency would be worth 1 gram of gold on July 4th of this year. And Lucian, 2.5 months from now is going to be a party at my house, brother. You're invited. And I can't promise how you're going to feel the day after. But I will tell you that because of what we've done, we are going to have choices that we would have never had in our entire life. Now, guys, I want to tell you that in our cryptocurrency, the KBC is not available via Karat bars. It is sold out. Matter of fact, of the 4,000 cryptocurrencies in the history of cryptocurrency, Karat bars was the #1 ICO in the history of cryptocurrency. We sold 12 billion coins and that were available, and they were gone in about 6 months. Never been done before. Probably will never be done again. Now, Karat bars has a second coin based on not the gold. That one's backed by physical gold. This one's backed by the best technology. The best technology. There's a pattern here, guys. We're the best small denomination gold company. We've got the best cryptocurrency ICO in the history of cryptocurrency. We've got the best blockchain speeds that are coming out. We've got the best fees on our Karatbit exchange. We'll have a digital stock exchange. Every technology that Mr. Seitz is investing in is second to none. We're the absolute #1 best out there. So we have the best KBC coins that have ever been in cryptocurrency, Lucian, and the people that are joining this call tonight are going, well, guys, I'm very happy for you guys, but what about us? Did we miss the opportunity to invest in the cryptocurrency and for us to get some cryptocurrency for our kids and for our grandkids? And the answer is no, you did not. Matter of fact, we're in an ICO phase until October for the KCB coin. And Lucian, here's the beauty of this. So people say, you know what? I want the one that's backed by gold. And you and I have said that. We were so glad that we had KBC and we talked about KCB like it was a lesser creature. And then we learned how ignorant we were. We think, guys, that the KCB coin, because of the tremendous dynamic potential of our blockchain and our technology that's backing it, and our cryptocurrency phones that are coming out, and all of the things that make our system superior to all the competition, second to none, zero, that our KCB coin is actually going to be of greater value than the KBC coin. So we're going back and forth, and we have these big factions, and Lucian and I argue like schoolgirls on spring break. And we go back and forth and go, oh, it's the KBC, it's the KCB, it doesn't matter, because here's what's going to happen, guys. In October of this year, the KBC coin and the KCB coin are going to marry together and become the gold standard coin. And guys, that's exactly what it is. It is the cryptocurrency coin that is the gold standard. And so it will be backed by physical gold and technology, and absolutely backed by the only licensed cryptocurrency bank in existence. And so when we're talking about, people are telling me, no, don't do that with your money. So if you got into the KBC coin right now, we're buying it on the exchange for 6 or 7 cents a piece, and you only got a mere 47 cents a piece in July of this year. Are you kidding me? Tell me what else you can take that kind of return on. And the CEO of the company has an email with his signature and his picture on it that guarantees it. Lucian, I should drop the mic right now and I should walk away, okay? But we get all of these people saying, well, how can they do that? And the answer is we have our own gold mine. We're mining our own gold. We're putting the gold in the vault. We know how much gold is going in the vault. We know how many coins we got. We do the math, and it breaks down to the correlation of 100 coins is equal to 1 gram. And they say, well, how do you know this guy's going to keep his promise? Because, guys, Karat Bars is not Johnny come lately. Karat Bars is not a year old, a month old. Karat Bars is an 8-year-old company that has had an exponential growth in this 8 years. And our gold company is now the #1 company in small denomination gold with 600 affiliates. 600,000 affiliates. I left out a few zeros, Lucian. 600,000 affiliates. So we've got a machine that drives this thing all the way to the bank. Now, let me ask you this. What if you're sitting there and you go, you know what? Imagine what you could have done if you would have known the phenomenon that we call Bitcoin. Bitcoin at 40 cents a piece when it entered onto the exchange, 40 cents a piece. That's painful to think about, Lucian, that me and you didn't have any. 40
Brother,
cents.
I was offered at 10 cents.
Well,
turned it down.
So I'm going to make you feel better. Let's go back to 40. I like that number. So when it was at 40 cents a piece, let's say you could have got a little bit. Now that it's trading at $5,200 a coin, is that amazing, the life-changing effect that's had on people? Now, Bitcoin, and let's just say it for what it is, the founder of it is anonymous. We don't know who the guy is. He has an alias, but we don't know who he is. It's really not backed by a lot other than some technology and some marketing. Now, I think our marketing is better. I know our technology is better. Yes. And here's the thing. We're backed by real money, physical gold. Does that make us better than everything else out there?
Come
right?
on.
And so, brother, I look at the gold backing. So when Mr. Seitz says that, 100 coins will equal a gram of gold in July, and that works out in today's money, Lucian, as about 47 cents a coin. I don't think that's what we're going to get in July. I really don't believe that we're going to get 47 cents a coin. And so, guys, if you're on the call tonight, I'm sorry to tell you that I just don't believe that your coin's going to be worth 47 cents. I don't. And there's a bunch of brokers on this call tonight and financial planners and advisors, and they don't believe it either. But the difference between me and them is I've met Mr. Seitz. I've had dinner with him. I've shook hands with him. I know his character, yes, and I know his heart. And I will tell you this. I don't think it's going to be worth 47 cents a coin. I think it's going to be worth more. Yes. And the reason I think it's going to be worth more is because what everybody's finding out about in the cryptocurrency world is that this thing is phenomenal. Lucian, 4,000 cryptocurrency coins or so in the crypto world out there, and we were in the top 30 last month. Yeah. Where do you think we're going to be next month?
Woo! Come on.
Yeah, and when we get to July, the only thing that's going to explode in July is not firecrackers. Our cryptocurrency coin, I'm not so sure that Ethereum and Bitcoin and this and that are not in our shadow, brother. We may see them, yes, but I don't think we'll see them up ahead. We might see them in the rearview mirror, okay? And I'm not saying that our coins will be worth more than that. I'm saying that our growth rate will be, you buy Bitcoin now at $5,200 a coin, how much you going to make? I don't know, but I doubt it's going to have the I doubt the CEO, who we don't know, I doubt the CEO's got a guarantee out there. It says July 4th, here's what it's going to be worth, because for one, we don't know the CEO, and so if he did say something, who would believe it, because he won't reveal his identity. We got Senator Dr. Harold Seitz, CEO of the largest small denomination gold company in the world, that backs our coin. We've got the only licensed cryptocurrency bank. In Solution, we're going to find some things out this weekend. And brother, we say we're as committed to this thing as we ever have been. Lucian, we're not as committed to this as we've ever been. We're giddy because we see
That's right.
where we're going. And here's the thing, brother. I told somebody today, they asked me how I was doing, and it was a polite reply to me asking them how they were doing. And I told the truth. I'm not sure they did. I said, you know what? I'm in purgatory right now. I feel like that, Lucian. I'm not in hell, but July is when heaven's going to start, and I'm not quite yet in heaven, so I guess I'm in purgatory, right? And so I'm somewhere between the two, and I don't want to be in heaven by myself. I want you to come with me, and I want everybody who has the opportunity to get involved in this company to come with me. Now, here's the thing. We've got so many astute people that that we're having conversations almost on a daily basis now with hedge funds. Institutions now are looking at the KCB coin and the KBC coin. We're not talking to your mother-in-law and your brother-in-law and your other-in-law. We're talking to people who've got very good advice and very good advisors that are looking into this. And they're not looking at buying 1,000 or 2 or 3 or 5 of this. Lucian, you know the kind of numbers that they're looking at. And so the really smart people with really good advice who have done their really thorough due diligence are looking at making a significant investment in Karat bars and into KCB. And so, brother, I just want everybody out there like me and you who doesn't have an army of these people to know the truth about what's going on. Because, Lucian, when you know everything that's going on in Karat bars, there's just no way for you to say no unless you have a concussion. It just can't happen. The facts speak for themselves. And so, guys, we're all headed to Atlanta tomorrow. I think I'm going to get up early. I'm definitely not having decaf in the morning, and we're getting on the train and headed down there. I cannot wait to see everybody in Atlanta this weekend. Everybody who's on this call tonight, who's a first timer, thank you for spending some of your time with us. I want you to research the KBC coin. I want you to find out for yourself that we're telling you the truth on what it was introduced for in May of last year. I want you to know that there's been a 1,000% gain in it in under a calendar year. I want you to think if you had the opportunity to get involved in something that had a 1,000% gain in a calendar year, what would you do? Okay? I want you to know that the door's not locked, it's open, and you're welcome to walk through it for just a little while longer, okay? And so, brother, I think it's a tremendous time to be part of this. The more we know, the more we grow. And it'll be an amazing thing when we're sitting around in July getting our first disbursement, and we're sitting around in January with our second, and so on and so on. And I intend to milk that cow until it falls over, and and smile all the way. And brother, I'm glad you're with me. And the most important yes of your life was when you answered that phone and said the right thing 4.5 years ago. So I appreciate you. It's been a wonderful ride, and everybody, thank you for being on the call tonight. Please check in with the person. Hang on just a second, Lucian. Check in with the person who brought you to this call. We did some real broad stroke overviews, and we'll have a more typical when everybody's not traveling next Thursday. So, Lucian, I'm done. I'm going to hand it back to you, brother, and I'm going to let you close us out tonight.
Okay. Well, thank you, brother. Man, great job, brother. Man, great information. Guys, you know, we literally are at a great place at a great time, you know, with this company. I've heard people comparing us to Apple when Apple first started. You know, a lot of people, you know, turned away from Apple. You know, people could have been millionaires today from Apple, but they didn't know and didn't understand. It's like I started to tell you a minute ago, Doc, was that about 10 years ago, right now, somewhere 9 or 10 years ago, I had somebody that approached me about investing in this cryptocurrency. And so I was like, well, what is it? Let me see it. And they said, well, you can't see it. And I was like, well, I don't want it then. I don't, I just come out of losing in the stock market, in 2008, just because, at a flip of a switch, that I lost about 52% of what I had in stocks right then. And, and I was just recovering from 2001. And we know what happened in 2001.
Hey, Lucian.
Yeah.
2008, gold was $800 an ounce. Yeah. So if you would have had some at the bottom of the market, it rose to $1,923 an ounce. When the stock market goes down, gold goes up.
Yes.
What do you think happens to cryptocurrency that's backed by gold when the stock market goes down?
Woo.
Yeah. So the reason you should not do this, if you choose not to do this, is because you believe in your lifetime the market will never go down.
Follow the market back 100 years and see what it does every 7 to 10 years. That's just proven. Right. It resets. And so, I did a little study, when the market goes down 30 or 40% or 50% or whatever, it doesn't take that 30 or 40% to come back up to break even. You're at 30%. It takes more like, I think I had it figured at one time. I think it was like 60%, 63% just to come back to even. Just to get back to even. And that's where I was in 2008. I was just getting back to even.
When you started over.
Yeah. Just starting over. And so when I was approached with this cryptocurrency that's backed by nothing, that's just a digital computerized generated thing.
Which, to be clear, guys, is not ours.
Right. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. And of course that was the new technology. Bitcoin is the grandfather. That was the newest, latest, greatest. But it was backed by nothing. So I didn't want to. I'd already had something that was, after looking back, it was really backed by nothing. And so another thing a lot of people don't realize, when the stock market goes down, everybody don't lose. There's winners and there's losers. Mm-hmm. And so when the stock market gets up there, those people start pulling their money out. These big money people, they start pulling. That's what causes the market to crack. Well, the little guys, I'm putting peanuts in. My peanuts, just kind of got eat up by the elephants, and so I lost that way. And so, but when Bitcoin was approached, was offered to me, didn't want it. Today, for what I could have put into it today, don't tell my wife. I probably wouldn't be sitting here on this call, so I wouldn't be a part of this family. So I'm glad I'm where I'm at. I'm glad I didn't take the Bitcoin opportunity then. And because I wouldn't be here today with this phenomenal.
Well, brother, nobody has a crystal ball, but I don't have a crystal ball, but I have an email account. And in my email account, I got an email from Harold Seitz that said 100 coins is equal to a gram of gold, 7419. I don't need a crystal ball. I just need to keep my email.
There you go.
If we had a crystal ball, we could have won on Bitcoin. We don't have a crystal ball. We have an email account. We'll win with Karat bars, right?
There you go.
Right?
That's right.
All right, brother.
Well, guys,
take us home and let's